All right, y'all. What is first thing first? I want to say is this whole Landon. Because guess what, y'all? We finna have a house meeting tonight. But no, y'all know what's finna happen. Because after this, y'all, we finna have a house meeting tonight. No, because I think y'all already had this house meeting. Landon, Landon, I haven't liked you this whole season, my boy. You gotta let that go. You gotta. I don't know. I really don't know. We gonna get into it though. I don't know what Landon trying to give for Zeus. I know he want to return to Bad Boys season 4, but it's like I don't know. Let me put some lotion on my hands. Hold on. Just got the shower. All right, y'all. What's up? It's your boy dyoungdrift. We about to get into Bad Boys. Y'all gonna see the episode in the title, but this is DR season 3, right? Right. In this episode, it was a little. This is probably the most calmest, chilled episode. It was cool, couple steady, then too much happened. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna pick up right where we left out next week. And I'm ready to see next week because it's like Alpha ain't gonna get in the field. Shotty gonna wake it up. And I got something to say about Shotty. I think Shotty might be on to something. I think he might be growing to be my second favorite. But as of now, I only got one favorite, and that's Lynx. Before we start, let's get into this. So I thought he lied last episode about the what did he tell Landon? I saw you taking a picture of me, and I heard somebody told me you took a picture of me. And then he went and said, I saw you take a picture of me, but I didn't know if I was tripping or not. All that does check out. All that is real. Ma came out and said that Landon sent the picture to him. Lynx called and was like, I don't know if you got a problem with me. He was like, yes, he got a problem with you. He done took a picture of you. And he was like, I thought I was tripping. I knew I seen him take a picture of me. So it just all checks out, y'all. That's why Lynx my favorite. He gonna wake up every time. Even though he a little energetic bunny. I get real from him. I get real vibes from him. So that's that. Okay. So start this episode with the same old warning. This is crazy. I wish they would just quit. Just don't include that in the video. Don't include that in every episode from now on. Like, why is it so crazy? Because boys fighting instead of women. Is that's what's so crazy about this is crazy. It's like so cringe to me. Before I start this episode, I wanted to say Cozy hasn't done anything leading up till now. It's probably the most he done did since episode 1. So let's get to the episode. So let's start off with John and Sage. John said he would spit on him. Security wasn't right there. And Sage just like, oh God, if you would have did that, I bet you won't do it. I bet you won't come out that room. No, I was like, but he was just like, I bet you won't. Oh God, you won't do it. And says, what is you really gonna do if he do it? What is he really gonna do? Like, I don't know. Like, says you kind of folded. Like when you talking about, oh, he want to bully me. He want to pick on me all the time. Like, you were supposed to turn up a little bit more. You're supposed to get your leg bags. I don't care if you gotta sneak him, do what you got to do. But it's like you succumb to he's bullying me. He always picking on me, and that's all you gonna give. And I don't know. I feel like he should never did that. Noel said he got smoked. He gonna address it at the house meeting that's supposed to happen tonight. But I think he addressed it midway or on the way back on the bus. We're gonna get into that. Say said Jonathan Dunn is bullying him. What did they used to say on Bad Girls Club or Baddies? Thinking more on Bad Girls Club. That was like, you can't be a bad girl getting bullied. Like, bully don't exist for grown-ups. Well, I think two things can be true at once. Bullying might exist for grown-ups, but at the same time, if you're a bad girl or a bad boy, you shouldn't be getting bullied. You're a bad boy, you're a bad girl, so you shouldn't be getting bullied. So that whole bullying narrative, Stacey's trying to say, baby, we gotta come up off that. Like, I don't think Jonathan Dunn bullying him personally. I seen some comments about Jonathan Dunn was bullying him. I don't think that's the case. I don't know really who really starts between them two, but I think it's always, I really don't know who starts it up, but Sage don't ever stop though. So I don't know, but I don't think Jonathan Dunn's bullying him though. I don't get that from Jonathan Dunn. Like, he's not just picking on him. It's just, there keep being instances to where they feel tried and they just get the issue off. That don't even sound justifiable enough. Like, I don't know. I just feel like Jonathan Dunn be trying to let it go, but Sage don't want to let it go. He want to keep going at it and at it and at it and at it. But then you quick to say he bullying you. I don't know, something. I gotta go rewatch that whole little feud, which I may do in seasons from now, like how I do. Like, I'm watching Baddies South right now. Like, it's stuff that I could have clipped if I was real messy because, like for instance, Ann hugging Broly, and Broly was like, "Girl, I would never fight you. I want to lick your That's what she said on the episode. That same episode, I think they fought. Like Ann and Rolly, like, and Ann was really waking it up and just like, I'm bored. Like, let's get it popping. Like, Ann walks so DTV could run, like they said. I mean, anyways, let's get back into Bad Boys. Um, so they get off the bus and they finna go to excursion or whatever, jet skiing or whatever the case may be. Check's talking to Island Boy and he was like, we're both Island Boys, bro. We should, team up together. And while Chex is talking to Island Boy and they showing the angle of his face and with him with his glasses off and his eyes like so small, and so I'm like, dang, bro, Chex don't even look the same. Like he just been going through it this season. Like they broke his glasses on the bus, and I had this question, like, if I got my glasses broke, would I just be holding them or would I try to get them fixed or would I just buy a new pair? I think there's some Louis Vuitton glasses, so I really don't know what Chex gonna do with them. I love to ask Chex, like, what did he do with them glasses? Cause I do interviews, and the interviews gonna be way. I ain't even gonna say no. I ain't gotta say nothing. Just don't even level up. Like the interviews gonna be way more. It's gonna be way more games and stuff like that. Like outside of interviewing, I'm gonna do stuff that's tailored to that individual. So I come up into my head, you know what I'm saying? So y'all gonna see it, y'all gonna be like, dang, like he really waking it up. Yeah, and I'm finna start interviewing some people that's out on y'all Zoo screens right now. So just get ready for that. Make sure y'all subscribe. Okay. So they call us out the helmet on. That class, Shotty was looking good with his helmet on. I was like, hold on. I think Shotty kind of growing on me. I don't know. But Jada was about to run the fade for Sace, and it ended up going to confession to calling John a KKK. I don't know what that was about, but let me, just in case I make a video with Jada, let me highlight that. Okay. Shida said no jumping gonna be had though, and Jada was like, okay, we heard you, so do you want to run it next? And Shida was like, I mean, we can. Jonathan and Jada ended up fighting. Well, Jonathan and Sace fought at first. Jonathan whooped Sace out his helmet. Sace always getting whooped by Jonathan. So Jonathan and Jada ended up fighting, and Jonathan, he likes to rush and think he gonna just get the swinging on you. But Jada, he was like moving back. Like, he was controlling the fight, if anything. And people say it gave Ty. I don't know if any of their leaks was connecting, but I can't say Jada was controlling the fight, so I wouldn't be mad at y'all if y'all say he got the upper advantage. Jada ended up whooping Shotty, making him fall in the middle of the street. And Shotty be admitting, like, he might have got me, but I ain't giving up. We're gonna get that again. I guess kudos to Shotty, huh? And Landon feel like Shotty trying to build an alliance with Jonathan. Saying John ain't really effing with Shotty, and I do get that vibe. Like Shotty is trying to make some bitch happen with Jonathan, trying to get cool with him, but Jonathan are really going for it. And I don't know, they're not as tight as they should be. I feel like Say said he's gonna run it again after Jonathan and Jada fought, and after Jonathan and Jada fall, Safe's like, nah, I'm good. Like, I'm satisfied. Like, I'm good. Like, huh? Like, how you gonna say you gonna fight somebody then don't want to fight them when it's time to fight again? Like, I don't know. But Landon keep talking about we finna have this house meeting. Like, can we just enjoy the day for real? And after they got done doing that excursions or whatever, they're talking about, we just feel so good. Like, we needed that. The house got reset. But Landon up talking about the house did get reset, but we still gonna have a house meeting. Like, bro. You gotta relax, bro. Relax. You know what I'm saying? And I hope I'm not too zoomed in. I think I'm fine. I hope I don't look too zoomed in on camera. Shotty ended up fighting Jada on the bus, seeing him catching him off guard, and I'm like, yeah, at least Shotty finally got a licking. He finally successfully caught Jada off guard, and it was just for a split second. Jada immediately got on that with Shotty. Paris, so they ended up opening up, and this where we need more. We need more of them opening up and them talking about stuff instead of just, I want to fight this, I want to fight that. Because how do you feel about that fight? Like, let's really get to know these boys. Let's give them to open up. So Paris and them talking about his mental messed up because of all the fighting. Landon and Put, I know y'all used to this. That's what Paris said. And then Jackson opening up talking about wait, we're gonna go back to Paris. Paris talking about his mental's messed up and all that, et cetera. But he steady bringing up because my friends just got into a fight and it was my friends. And my friends, like, bro, let that go. Please let that go. Please. Your friends is bound to fight on Bad Boys. Everybody gonna fight everybody. Like, come on now. Chase talking about he was affected by the fights as well, and then he started opening up talking about how he seen his mom growing up getting hit and stuff, and like how he just really don't mess with that at all, and he just don't want to see it. Okay, like sorry that happened to your mom, checks, but yeah, ain't no buts, but yeah, John saying his confessionals, chicks don't want to fight, but he always saying stick remarks and smart stuff, but you don't want to fight. Like you gotta pick one. I can kind of see that. And John Don was like how he give chicks grace after he say the smart stuff because he don't really mean it like that, or he not really on that for real. But he said everybody not him, and I wouldn't give him that grace, which is true. And Ant was also talking about how he was over it and just wanted to go home. And he was like he was there for more for personality, but we haven't got an interpersonality out of him. I don't know if he out his element or what, but like I think Ant is likable, but it's just like in a real aspect, if somebody was watching this show, if you was watching this show and wanted to like work with somebody after this show, like Ant, I don't think you'll be the prime top suspect to work with because you haven't contributed too much, but you have to really like have a good discernment and know people to like Ant for real. I think that's the case here for me at least. So Noel ended up opening up to Jada talking about his feelings was hurt. He said it feels hurt because he found Jada attractive. I was like, okay, that checks out. Now that checks out because why would you open up to somebody about your grandpa that you just got done fighting yesterday? You know what I'm saying? So he was liking Jada. He felt like Jada was attractive, and Jada did not feel that same way back. But they cool. They squashed it, and you know he got to voice his frustration, and you know Noel, you know, got to let it all out. So they good for now. Landon keeps talking about this house meeting. I gotta know y'all though. Same way he was annoying me because that was him throughout the whole episode. So they get to the basketball court and end up crying, talking about he wanted to go home and he got a little side tooth missing on Shay, but you know he started crying. You know what I'm saying? I was like, dang, like this is sad. Like you know what I'm saying? I don't want to see the dude cry. I was like, come on, hey, we don't want to see you cry. You know, it was sad. It was a sad moment for real. But Landon in his confessionals, Poppy put in his confessionals talking about Poppy talking about go home, go home, go home. They think that the leaders of this season, they fan favorite, but they not. What have they brought to be a fan favorite? Besides, if y'all know them from that TV, y'all would not like I don't know. I'm not gonna say that, but like, come on, y'all gotta be realistic. Like, I'm not getting fan favorite. They never my fan favorite throughout any of these episodes. Landon and Booty, y'all, they overrated to me. Like, y'all could like them all day. I don't. Jada and Shotty end up running it again, and Jada ended up sparring kicking Shotty, and they zoomed in on Jada and Shotty fighting. They just zoomed in on Shotty, like just trying to do just swinging, and Jada was just like backing up, just hitting him. He was trying to hit. He was missing, but it was for the fact like Jada was just chilling, and all you saw was Shotty really trying to get in the mix. Cozy was in his confessional saying a lot this episode, and I was like, maybe you should go home instead of Ant because what I forgot you was on the show. I ain't even gonna y'all like last week. I don't think I even mentioned you. Like I forgot you was on the show. You haven't done nothing besides episode 1, besides this episode. So Checks, he ended up confronting everybody. He was like, who wanted me to go home? You know, piping up or whatever. I ain't finna reenact the whole scene, but he was just mad because he felt like he was getting tried when he treated everybody with respect. And you're on Bad Boys, you know what I'm saying? But I get where you're coming from, but people don't see it as that. If you want everybody to treat you with respect, like, you got to do more. You can't be quiet all the time. Like, people plan on your topic because you're so quiet. You need to speak up and be a vocal person, and then maybe you'll get some respect. I sound like somebody from Bad Girls Club. I sound like somebody. I don't know who I sound like, but I know I sound like somebody. And Check's like, who wanted me to go home? And didn't nobody say nothing. And Shotty on the bus, he was like, he wanted Tess to go home. So I don't know why Shotty didn't speak up at that moment. But Cozy ended up saying something. Check's like, so you wanted me to go home? And Cozy always getting feeling something about, nah, man, I feel disrespected. I feel disrespected, bro. Like, you disrespecting me. Like he's sensitive as hell. I ain't gonna lie, like get this sensitive ass on, like for real. He needs to go home. I think he needs to go home because he always, man, you disrespecting me, bro. Like I don't know, bro. You disrespecting me. I don't know if it's that light skin. I really don't know. But Cozy and the checks end up fighting, and Cozy can't fight no better than the boys on the show. Like he ain't do much at all this posting like you really finna get it in, like you ain't really do much at all. Noel took them things out his ear. I was disgusted. Landon asked, "What's up with Jaden Island Boy?" And Island Boy talking about he gonna get that when his foot get right. And this whole episode, and the whole last episode, I'm wondering, like, I'm looking at Jada, I'm looking at Island Boy to see, like, what's the issue. And I thought Jada was talking to Island Boy on the bus, talking about he ain't got no issue with him. But I figured he wasn't talking to Island Boy, because Island Boy would have said something back. But Island Boy ended up limping off the scene after he's talking about he gonna give him a few days, his foot, he's trying to heal his foot. That's hurting on my favor, because you should run that. You should be on links half the time. I don't care. Your foot might hurt, but your hands ain't hurting. Like, you need to... I'm not really buying the whole foot hurt and I'm injured, so I can't do nothing. Like, if I don't care if I was injured, I'll still be trying to do something. I'll grab something. I don't know, I'll do something. Like, this whole foot hurt, so give me a few days off, y'all. Like, I'm injured. They're like, no. Lynx come back with a cast on, and I thought it was gonna be like he was gonna look for Landon, that was gonna have a moment, you know what I'm saying, that was about to get active, you know what I'm saying. Even though they got the cast on, like Lynx still gonna come with the energy. That's why Lynx is my favorite. Hello, let's wake that up. Lynx is my favorite because he's just so real to me, and like, you know, he do a lot, and he might get out some petty stuff. Even though it's two instances where he got mad at something petty. The check situation, I don't know what that was about. We're gonna get down to that when I do interview him and talk to him. But and then the whole Landon thing, like that checked out, so it all made sense. So that got debunked. So it was just one petty case of him. But yeah, Lynx my favorite, and then okay, next episode. Next episode, they play a basketball game, and somebody's talking about 5-on-5 to win and give $5,000. They're going to have to split all that up, so it's like a 5-on-5. That's $1,000 each. That don't sound too shabby. Shotty ended up pouring water on somebody, and he in the field. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like I feel like Shotty might be my second favorite, even though he kept getting whooped by Jada. Like, I'm starting to respect him because I don't know if it's because of the looks or that could play a factor, but I just feel like I'm washing my sheets, so I don't do too much in the background. But I just feel like Shotty's vocal, he's not going. Even when it was talking, he had a pep talk. He had to pep talk Ant in the closet or whatever, and say he might not go home. That's when he came in and talked to him or whatever. But it just for the fact like Shotty just like not going. He's standing his ground, and if he got sneaky, he gonna sneak out. He doing him. We doing this big one. I feel like so. Shotty's getting my respect. Okay, he could be my second favorite probably. Shotty or Lynx needs to get the money, but y'all gone and Buffalo and for like y'all. What I put Landon that contributed to the season besides jumping and fighting for no reason? Answer for me and Landon, y'all can say he ran the house, he doing his big one, but what I put he contributed? Just no. It's just no. The same reason y'all hate Marie Mink so bad it's going out, y'all need to hate Pootie and Landon the same exact way, but y'all not because they came from other shows and they was real likable on them other shows. Wake that up. Had to clock it. So Shotty ended up fighting. I think Shotty. Who did Shotty fight? I think Shotty might have fought. He got jumped by Pootie and Landon. But Alpha Ant ended up fighting Island Boy, and he ended up fighting Landon. And I think Alpha Ant jumped in for Shotty because Pootie and Landon was trying to jump him. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm feeling this duo. I'm feeling this Shotty Ant thing because they gotta wake it up, bro. Like, they're the underdogs, they gotta wake it up, but they're not scared to get the feel. Like, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it now. Okay, Lynx, like I'm here for that side of the house. Like, I'm definitely feeling it. Island Boy and Jada end up fighting because Jada was like, you obviously fighting with your leg or whatever, so let's get that. Alpha ended up breaking down again, and I just feel like the type of dude he is where, like, I feel like he's gangster, he's real, but he don't like to get hurt. Like, he don't like to hurt people. That's the problem I'm getting from him. Like, he don't like to hurt people for real. And he don't like to be in put in messed up situations by people he love and care about. You know what I'm saying? So I respect it, you know what I'm saying? I'm team that's all that. Like I said, Alpha Ant, Shotty. I'm team them. And we got Lynx on that side. So yeah, we chill, like we posted up. Like, that's my side of the house. That's my side. Like, they doing that big one. Noel can stay out the mix because I don't really get nowhere for real. Like, but the rest of them, like, I'm here for it. I get nowhere, but he just not like, you know, he not really likable to me. Like, anyways, y'all, basketball after come up. Make sure y'all subscribe, like everything like that. I'm reviewing the season, so buckle up and become a supporter, like and comment, and get ready for the season, y'all. All right, y'all. 2 more episodes. Baddies Going Wild. Baddies Chapter 2. And I'm out. Peace.